Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome, welcome. It's been a couple weeks. I was in Stitching in the Springs for one of those weeks, and last week I was going to record, but my mother-in-law had passed away and last Thursday was her funeral, so we are getting me on a Monday. It is Monday, November 14th, 2022. It's almost time for Thanksgiving and almost time for Christmas and the end of the year, and time's just flying. It's crazy pants. So I'm going to start with what I've been working on. I have a finish and a start. It was not in the same day, but it took about a week to finish. And then what I've been working on since then, what I worked on at the retreat, goodies from the retreat, and just some fun stuff. All the fun retreat excitement will be at the end. So anywho's, plans and what I'm going to stitch on is going to happen right now. So what let's see here, my start and finish, and this is actually a little bit of haul because I had to get, I didn't have to, but I wanted to get a piece of fabric from Dreamerbug Creations, which is Sammy's daughter from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, and I thought it would be perfect. The new start is for my boss, who is getting married on Friday, and I'm just going to cover up their initials there. And I don't think she watches, but if you do, look away. And if anybody knows her, don't tell her. So it is Silver Creek Samplers, Forever Love. And so at the bottom, I did not fill it in all the way. I didn't even put the lines. I just put their initials, the cute little ring, and the heart. Excuse me. This time change is still screwing with me. So, and this is on a piece of Champs, as in Champs-Élysées in Paris. It's a greeny purple. It's gorgeous. And it's all silks from my stash. Slash a silk that I got from Janet Jabber. So, oh, I think they're in the other. No, it's not. Never mind. I lied on that. No, this is all silks from my stash. The other thing was one from Janet. So, that's my finish and my start. I started that on Thursday, or Friday. Friday of the retreat. And, yeah, finished it last Thursday. So I just need to frame it, get it taken care of, and I need to do that this week. Okay, and then what I've been working on since then, I brought, oh, I left it in the other room, didn't I? I did. I did more backstitching around around the holidays stuff. So I finished backstitching, and that was cool. And yeah, it's not in here. It's fine. I will show that next week. It was just backstitching. It's not a big deal. And also I finished my goal on fixing winter for my yearly. So what I did on this one, and this is the Celtic Ladies by Marilyn and Levitt Inblom. You have to have the pattern in order to do the sampler style, but the sampler layout I got from Sarah Stitchin' Mommy, and I'll link her below. And you just have to ask her for it, but you also, she doesn't have, like, she's not going to give you, like, what this layout is. It's just a basic outline, and then you need to have the patterns yourself. And then I also used her skin conversion. But I changed the winter, so I just added I want to say it's like 165, or it's a light gray that looks so much better than the variegated. These were white, like 3865, and this is so much better. You can see it so much better, and it matches. See how spring is all variegated, or is all one color. This one was actually a variegated. And I was like, nope, we're not doing that. And then I had to fix down here. That took some charting because it was completely different than the other three. So I fixed that. And then if you look really close, I haven't fluffed it yet, but there's Whisper all right here in her little muff. And then up in her headpiece, there is some Whisper. And I just got notification that my beads have arrived. So that is what I will be doing all of December, is beading this bad boy up. And all of the months we'll be doing the backstitching and the beading. And I'm super excited to see it finished. So I did a poll on my Facebook, or not Facebook, on my which platform are we here? On my YouTube, on my community tab, of which one I should keep, or I should start as my, do as my yearly. And one of the options that seemed to be very popular was Rose Quaker. So I think that is the one that I'm going to be doing for my year-long for next year, because this is its sad little start. Sad little start on my Rose Quaker. So it needs some love. That's just it right there. And this is not a sampler. What is it? Yeah, not another sampler. 40 count by Bee Stitch Me. So I'll be doing one strand of silk. And I have a Belle Soie conversion that I got from my friend Laura, who got it from the attic. So, and yeah, I'm working, and I want to say I'll have to look and see how many pages there are on this thing. But I will cut it up, probably do, we'll see. We will see. So, but yes, this is what Rose Quaker looks like. This is by Strickton von Wierenberg. And I love it when you purchase it because it says for your personal use. It personalizes it for you, which I love. And it is in a Vic Stitch and Button bag. So yes, there we go. That is my year-long for next year. I just have to kind of figure out what I'll be doing. All right. Next. Okay, and then the other thing I was working on. Where's all my stuff? Goodness. Anywho, sorry. I had a brain mutter. Oh no, it's already there. Okay. So what I've been working on since then is my category piece is struggle. One of my categories is Struggle Bus, or Simon's categories. And this is Alice from Mirabilia. She's beautiful. I love her. I don't like the fabric she is on. So that is the struggle for me. It's like Silk Weaver, Jaslyn or something like that. But the opalescent, I normally love opalescent fabric. This particular one is very, I don't know. It's too tight of a weave, I want to say, because the opal keeps getting in the way sometimes. And this one I had to frog out the whole border. It was like over 500 stitches. It was not, I was not happy with it. And then so now I've divided it up into like little sections. I'm starting from the top and going down. So as you can see right here, I'm starting from the top now because I know this is right. I'm off somewhere on the bottom of her dress, so I've decided to go up to the top and work my way down and see what I could do. I finished all of this. I just had to finish filling in some of the white and this right here. And I've started over in this curtain, and I'm going to come down. I got a couple more stitches to go, and then I'm going to start the mirror that's behind her, or the arch thing that's behind her. So yes, that's what I've got. She's fun. She's gorgeous. I love it, but I don't like the fabric. So I think that might turn into my focus next year after I finish Mermaid of the Pearls, just to get it out of the, get her done. Okay, this is some of this. I don't know if I showed you Persephone after I started on her. Alma from Alma's Little Wonders and I are doing a purple conversion on her. And let me get that off. And, oops. And this is where I am. I believe that's the top. Uh-oh. Yes, that is the top right there. And so a nice little section in the middle is done. And so we'll be getting her out every once in a while so we can work on her. I like the fabric. This is a Surrey's from Under the Sea Fabric. Oops. So we'll be getting her, working on her more next year for sure. And then something that everybody worked on at my table, and I think I may have gotten some extra people. I can't remember. I can when I look at it. And this is my pass around piece. I know that there's a pass around piece going around from Liz Matthews, I think. And this one is the little Stitch Girl last year exclusive Stitching with Friends. It's a cute little Quaker design. And this is what I'm having people do at retreats. And I love how special it is. I love how just unique it's going to be. And this one is on a Dreamer Bug Creations. I want to say this is either Alice or Cheshire. And did I get... did not get Candy to stitch on this. I have next time Candy. So today okay, so the only is Cat Jones Shank or Valkyrie Stitchworks or Cross Stitch Chaos here on YouTube. The B down there is Joni, and the ST down there is Miss Vicky Gable. This Quaker motif down there is Gina, who is Vicky Gable's BFF. This Quaker motif is Annette, who is Janet Jabber's sister, who I loved. She was great. So fun to meet her. And then, let's see here. Deborah on the Couch did, let's see here. Did this top little motif right here. Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff did all of these little kind of sparklies, little flaky guys. Sammy J did that one. And Janet did this top part of this motif. So that she filled in that part. So it was so fun to have that passed around, and definitely will be fun next year and the year after and all of that. So I'm going to show you, because there's a couple different silks that I was using, and then I won a giveaway on Janet's channel, and she said, she's like, hey, I've got these for you, but the dog chewed part of it, would you like it? And I was like, sure, I'll love it. Okay, I don't know if those ones were... Hold, please. Yeah, I think these were on. And she's like, you can choose these, you can do whatever. And I was like, okay. So the ones that her beautiful puppy Gabby chewed on were these ones, and she didn't get she did not get the tags or the silk, she just got the tags, which was hilarious. So Sammy and a couple other people used this really pretty variegated. I want to say this is one of the black ribbon, or the black studio, Black Needle Society boxes, so I will have to go and look at that. But there were some other really fun, like this pumpkin spice dinky dye, this really pretty gold dinky dye. This is a Be Stitch Me silk called Bouquet. Williams Terrace, this is a cottage garden cotton. Another dinky dye, I can't see the color, it's purple, or I can't see the name, I see it. Another dinky dye right here. And some of these might be from Joni too. This is Lennox. from Cottage Garden Threads. And that's cotton as well. Silks for You. This is May Pride. And then this Night Stalker Calling, which is really pretty. This is Ruby Slippers. And this is cotton. And then this one is a cotton as well. And it is called Emerald City. So they must have had a, what do you call it? Wizard of Oz box. Or run. Okay, that goes in there. But yeah, so that's part of haul. That was fun. It was so fun. I loved the retreat. It was great. So I'm going to keep those in there as well. Gives people a good variety of stuff to stitch on. And it's just going to be such a fun piece when it is done, and knowing that all of my friends have stitched on it. And yeah. So. And then, okay. Other plans I have, I can go over there. Other plans I have, I need to work on my full coverage. My Yellowstone is right here. I'm not going to dig it out from under my pile of fabrics. And then I'm going to work on Christmas elf fairy, because she's getting really close to being done. Oh, maybe not. Sorry about the crinkle. She is right there. So we're getting close. Her dress is getting finished, so just need to sit down and do it. So fold her back up, put her away. And these are all available in pattern only. I know Sammy's carrying them, and because they just released the fall one, the Thanksgiving Fairy, who looks like, oh, of course I covered her up with my fabric. Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy. That's her. She's beautiful. So Sammy is doing a pre-order on those, so she can order them from Rachel's. This is actually part of what I should be working on, but I want to just get them done. So we will see what we do. Alrighty. You go right to there. I think that is all I have stitched on. This is a little bit of haul in here. Yeah, I'm a little discombobulated still. Oh, here they are. So I finished, did I finish both of them? I did. So I had, because I didn't put them in my big bag, that would be why I didn't have them. So this is Grown with Love, and I finished outlining this one. So now I can make it into the drum. I just finished the back stitch on that. And then I finished the back stitch on Winter's Brew. On Where Liberty Dwells. I finished the back stitching on that lovely lady. Oops, things are dropping. And I finished the border on the outside of that. So now I just have to make them into the drum, which I need to have that as a goal to be doing some FFOing. Hopefully when I get into my bigger craft room, that will be an easier thing to do. There are plans in the works. I don't know when, I don't know how, but there are plans. All right, we will go in there. Okay, so let me do some really quick haul, and then I will do retreat stories and other haul. So I signed up for the Fangirl Fibers Women of the Haunted Mansion sale, or not sale, but little mystery box. It was a little bag type thing. And this is a Madame Leota patterns. Super, super cute, by Abby Sue Designs. I love Abby Sue, so excuse me. We have our own little Madame Leota there. And then this is a bag from Stitching Plaza. And more of a knitting bag. I like that. And it is Haunted Mansion fabric. Super, super cute. And, oh, that's nice. It has a Kitchener stitch on the tag, so you'll always know it. But yeah, that's a cute little knitting bag. I might have to switch to that. That is very fun. And then this is all the stuff to stitch Madame Leota. So there's a cute little needle minder that says Madame Leota's psychic reading, call in the spirits from regions beyond. So that's really fun. I like that. And then these are atomic. Oh, Vic's talked about these before. They are resin needle or resin floss holders. And those are really nice. I want to say those are atomic heart. And then, oh, it's the fabric. I was like, I smell fabric. This is regions. Oh, these are cottons. So these are all the colors. We have Regions Beyond, which is kind of a gray. Constance. She's the one walking on the crocodile, or rocking above the crocodiles. Sally Slater. Oh no, this is Sally Slater. She's the one walking across the crocodiles. Constance is the bride. The Maid. Ringing a Bell. And Madame Leota. And then the fabric is called Sympathetic Vibrations, and this is a 14 count of Ada. Very pretty, nice and blue. Ooh, I like that. So, very fun, very fun. Okay, we're gonna put you there for now. Stay. And then with your Madame Leota, we'll put you in the bag. All right, so, retreat. Talking about retreat really quick. This is going to be a little bit of a long one. I should have said that at the beginning. So Thursday I left 2 weeks ago Thursday. I left to go to the airport, and I had gotten a notification that my flight from Chicago, or my flight to Chicago, was going to be late. And I was like, okay, I still need to go to the airport early enough. It's fine. And when we got there, we noticed that my flight from Salt Lake to Chicago was not going to make my Chicago to Cincinnati flight. It would miss it by really close, like 10-minute overlap. And yeah, so I ended up staying the night in Chicago. What had happened was that there was fog in Chicago that morning. So they were late leaving from Chicago, going to Austin to Salt Lake, and then we did the Salt Lake to Chicago flight. It was great. It was good. First time flying by myself without knowing anybody. And the Cincinnati to, or Chicago Cincinnati leg was supposed to be me and Sammy. We had planned this out. We were going to meet up. We were going to drive. It was fine. So needless to say, I was a little nervous. It was fine. Still a little nervous, but praying the whole time. Oh. And then, so I overnighted in Chicago. Yeah. The hotel did not have interior halls. It was all out exterior doors, so I was a little freaked out about that. Did not sleep well, and had to be up I wanted to be at the airport by 6, so I was up at like 5:30 to get just redone and everything. My bag stayed in the Chicago airport because I didn't cancel my flight, so they just watched it. It was fine. And then got up early, went to the airport, got there by 6, like 09. It was great. Got through security really fast. Had a $7 bagel and probably a $15 water bottle. I don't know. It was like $15. It was ridiculous. It was expensive. Not the price of Salt Lake Airport. Better than Sammy's food at Chicago when she was waiting for her flight. But anyway, and I was texting with Sammy and Jesse and my husband saying, okay, I'm getting on the plane. I'll see you guys in a little bit. And Sammy and Jesse, because Sammy had to pick up Jesse from Dayton, and then they were going to come down to pick me up. And we were, I think it was Jesse that had looked up Keepsakes, and Keepsakes is on the way from the Cincinnati airport back up to Dayton. So we did a little pit stop because I'd never been to Keepsakes, and they had. And it was like, well, when in Rome, and we were close enough. So, you know, things worked out. It was fine. And then got to Stitching in the Springs. Mills Park Hotel is beautiful. Built in 2015, but it looks like all of the older houses in the area. Is beautiful. Wood floors. The beds are comfortable. My shower did not heat up very fast. That was my only complaint, but there were lots of people in the hotel, so it's fine. But it was a smaller hotel. The restaurant was fabulous. Food was good. But yeah, it was great. Would highly recommend that hotel, even if you're not going there for a stitching retreat. And like Sammy had said, it was just nice because everything was there. You could just sit there and stitch and just hang out with your friends. If you wanted to go somewhere, you could go somewhere. If you didn't, you didn't. And we spent a whole bunch of time stitching. Oh, the chairs. You probably heard that from Candy. You probably heard that from Sammy, that the chairs were not very comfortable. Kat knows. They, you know, they're working on it. It might be a couple of years, but they're working on it. But sometimes you just learn and you bring a nice seat cushion and it's fine. So, and we stitched to our heart's content. We stayed up late at night, giggling and laughing. We had daylight savings time on that Sunday. So Sammy and I, we had gone back up to the room probably about 2 o'clock Saturday night, Sunday morning, and ended up talking until like 5. It was crazy. And then we were getting home, and then, you know, we had to pack up and everything, leave on Sunday. And we took a couple of detours. We went and ate at Texas Roadhouse with Jessie and stopped and get some Starbucks with Jessie before we dropped her off at the Dayton airport. And Sammy and I drove back down to Cincinnati and caught our flight that we were together on, our short little 40-minute flight from Cincinnati to Chicago. And then we parted ways that way. And I got home at like 12:30 in the morning. It was quite an experience. It was so much fun, very fulfilling, and hopefully one I can do again. I don't know. I'm hoping. So we shall see. But yes, Stitching in the Springs, they are having 2 next year. One in March, which I cannot go to anything in March because of dance scheduling, and one in November again. So, and I will leave Kat's information. It's Valkyrie Stitchworks down at the bottom, and that's how you sign up for those retreats and find out about the times. Really quick, going into haul/freebies/goodies. I left my slippers that Joni gave me in the other room. They're cute little owl slippers. I got a fun tray from Vic. It's a dragon with fire on the inside. And these are great trays. These are good for dice. These are good for just Ort trays, whatever you want. I love them. They are especially very good for retreating. And I am going to keep one in my retreat bag so that I can have all my stuff. I love it. So, and they fold down very nicely. I'm not going to unfold them right now. And then I also she gave me some fun knitting stuff. There's a gauge in here. These are the best things ever. These are little chopsticks that go on your hands and you eat snacks and you can still stitch and not get stuff dirty. This is a little brayer, and you can also put your, if you're doing like a mug, you can put the mug right there so it doesn't go around, or your tumbler. This is the knitting gauge. It's actually got a little cutter too, which is fun. This is a needle case. Looks like a tube of lipstick, needle case. And some very, very sharp tweezers. And these are some fun little flowered stitch markers. I love those. They're so pretty. And some end caps for my needles. Ta-da! And she also found these in a stash, and this is needle paints. And yeah, so I like those. I actually think there's a color in here that I do not have that I had to substitute. So these are Marilyn Lovelet Emblem needle paints. This was back before DMC had all the purples that they have now, and she created her own line of purples. And there were also some blues too, that I had sent away, or I'd given away, because I think I had some duplicates of them. So and not all of them. And then, I'm going to sound like an infomercial for a little bit. Oh, yes. So part of my haul is we are doing, for Vic Gable's birthday, we are doing a Mirabilia, or a Bella Filipina Sal, and I am doing Amethyst. And I picked this fabric with the help of my friendly friends, Live and Dye LA, and this is an opal, and this is Husavik, and it's a 28 count Lugana. Very pretty, and we're getting a delivery, it sounds like. So I'm going to start her for Vic's birthday this week, so I need to get her out. And then this is a combination of keepsakes and stuff I bought at the retreat, or had as giveaways or freebies. So this was from Joni, some silks for you, very fun. And this was also from Joni, goes with it, peacock mandala, and more silks for you. Or that's a dinky dye, or no, silk for you. Oh yes, Vic also gave everybody one of these fun little or thread holders. I love the color of that. This was from Joni. This is Peacock Pin Keep, and I love that it's a pink peacock. So it's like a flamingo. So that one will have to be started. This is some Silk Weaver in Days Gone By. Joni was cleaning out her stash, and she says, I don't want this. And this is a Little House Needleworks. This is Believe. All things are possible to him who believes, and I love that. Such a good one. Okay, and I think this is Joni's as well. This is a fun little la-di-da. AZ and Between. I liked that one. Truly Thine, I need to stitch this one up. This is a Loose Feathers. Number 6. And then a Prairie Schooler. This is Santa Rides. And I got it for the train because my husband loves trains. And so I'm going to stitch that for him. Okay. Alright, and then I got some more Live and Dye LA. This is Sleigh Bells. Kind of a greeny, silvery. I love it. And then this is On Thin Ice. And I'm not going to take all these out of the packaging. And then London Fog. Very pretty. And then we got this fun freebie. It is Autumn Blackwork Cat from Kitty and Me Designs. And then also, so it looks like that. And then we also got this cute little Tiny Modernist Autumn cross stitch pattern. And I stitched Therefore I Am. It's a fun little pattern too, and that's from Tiny Modernist as well. And then this is my keepsakes haul. And so this is my very first piece of X-Jew. And I love that they serge it for you. And this is, they put what project it's for, and if it's not for a project, they put stash. This is a 40 count Dark Mountain from X-Jew Designs. I love that. So pretty. And I'll have to insert a picture of me and Sammy and Jesse on the floor in keepsakes. Going through the back boxes, it was so great. And this is another piece of X-Jew Designs called Chalkboard. And Sammy, Jesse, and I all got a piece of this. And then this is Your Story by Needle Bling Designs, and it says, You and Me, the sweetest story ever told, and home where your story begins. I saw that stitched up and I had to have it. A cute little freebie Santa. He's a pirate Santa. We are doing pirates for our preschool this year, so I thought that would be fun. This is a Sue Hillis. It's a black cat for $3.10. And then this is another Keepsakes $3.10 freebie that they had, and Sammy and Jesse told me, she's like, they've got freebies all throughout, so keep looking. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And then Sammy has gotten me addicted to the cats, and especially when they are shop exclusive. So this is $3.10 by Kitty B. We have the America, we have the Stitchery Express one. So, and this is $3.10. So cute. Kitty Me Designs shop exclusive. And here is a cute little picture of $3.10 on the back. She's so cute. And then this is a Entwined Hearts, Biscornu, and an Ink Spot. And these are both freebies, so I'm not going to show those up on the top there. So that's what I have. Oh, and Joni was like, I don't want these anymore. Do you want to try them? And they are almanac frames. So I have 2 different sizes. I have this size, which is good for a mirror. And then I have a lot bigger ones that are huge. They're like 30, 34, or 31 and a half. I had to measure because I had to have 32 inches on my suitcase. So yes, it was fun. But yes, did that, had a great time. If you can ever get to a retreat, I highly, highly recommend it, especially when you can go with friends. Or if you know people that are going to be there, you can become fast friends. And I loved our table. Our table was fantastic. And we were kind of back in the corner, and it was just, I love it. I love being back in the corner because you can observe everything. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. And thanks for voting on my poll on my community tab. And I will leave everybody I talked about below. I haven't had any time to watch any of my Under 1,000 Subs Club people, but please just go watch and subscribe to people. And if you like them, that's even better, because once they get 500 subscribers, they can get those the community tab, which is a great way to interact and talk to people. So I hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hi everyone. We're sitting here at Stitching in the Springs, and we decided, since there were so many floss tubers, we'd just get together and give you a little something to look at.
Yeah, it's not all the floss tubers that were here, but we were able to get a good group together.
You can only fit so many in this hallway. So I'm Vicky, Stitching Button.
I'm Kat, I'm Cross Stitch Chaos.
I'm Jessie Marie Does Stuff. Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom.
Janet Jabber.
Hi, Tina Frazier from Columbus, Ohio.
Candy from the 614 Stitcher.
And Sammy J from Sammy J Stitches.
Yay!
We did not plan any of this, so whatever.
Sorry.
We are having an awesome time. There will be 2 retreats next year, so if you want to be involved, contact Kat.
Yeah.
Valkyrie Stitch Works is the group.
It's the group.
Yeah.
We're all going to be
Stitch
sure to link
Works.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll link it below. This will be on all our channels.
Yeah.
We had several little vendors here this time. Stitch and Button, Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, Live and Die LA.
And how did you say the?
Alara.
I couldn't
Yeah.
pronounce it.
Over on Etsy.
Yeah.
So it was just a nice little.
It was
we were
really
really
good.
good.
It was small. It's small.
It's relaxing.
The weather has been great. The hotel is
It's
awesome.
Yeah. Best hotel I've ever been to.
It's
really
beautiful.
Very relaxing, chill. You can take a walk if you actually do that. I mean, I walked around the building. Let's not get crazy. Some did like a mile or 2. That's
There was somebody who did 8 miles.
Yeah, overachiever.
Yeah.
There's the restaurant in the hotel, which means
Yeah.
you don't actually ever have to leave
Go
if you don't
anywhere.
want to.
And there's a lot of things that are close.
Yes.
Right there.
It's a cute little town.
It's
really
beautiful.
Yeah.
Since we haven't said where it is, it's in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is outside of Dayton.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
Dayton Airport is real close, super easy to get to.
The Cincinnati airport's only about an hour and a half away.
I was gonna say, good luck finding a flight to Dayton, but the
No.
airport is this big.
I was going to say
No
too,
problems.
Columbus is only about an hour drive from here, so you can also fly into Columbus if you have to.
Cincinnati's also about 1 hour.
And if you're flying in and you have a ride, you can make a little pit stop at Keepsakes on the way.
We did that.
If you miss your connecting flight.
That was not my fault.
Well, that's because Sammy's plane was in the way.
Yeah. She was supposed to be on.
First overnight in Chicago. It
Yeah,
happens.
tune in for the full story on that one.
Yeah. We will I will be sending this clip to everybody, so you'll probably see the same video on the end of each of the clips, and we'll link everybody below. So if you're not already following one of us, you can do so now.
There's a smorgasbord.
Yes.
A buffet.
It's a buffet.
It's a buffet.
Buffet.
It's a buffet.
Is it Jimmy?
Well, we have more fun to have. There's more fun to be had. We're going to get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.
Here's the brag table. It's stitching in the springs. This Haid right here. This is Suki, the brown-eyed stitchers. And she also finished this. And then there's Janet's Milk and Cookie Company. And Janet's and those are mine, some of those. I started putting Whisper on there. You can really see it good. There's our bell that we ring. This one was finished here. And there's somebody's Hawker and Hollow. And I love these little guys. These are so fun. And they're on a sparkly fabric. And I'm going to show you the room. There's not very many people in here today.
I want my name on the business card.